When you have a male entertainer of any capacity, if it's a rock star, a movie star, an athlete, the probability of them cheating gets greater because they have more opportunities. So I'm always side-eyeing because, and here's why. I was watching Jon Bon Jovi's interview with Michael Strahan the other night. And Bon Jovi has been married for 35 years. And he told Michael Strahan that he's had his fair share of women during the marriage. He got married young. He was married to his high school sweetheart. And that's sometimes what happens when you get married too early. He got locked down really, I don't want to say he got locked down. He chose to get married. They got married really early. I think Jon Bon Jovi, he didn't go through his whole phase, you know, and so he did not, you know that whole phase that you go through. I think they used to call it way back in the day, sowing your wild oats. That's what, but you know, to keep up with the young ones, is you went through your whole phase. And I think, so he didn't get this all out of his system, then he got married and he was still doing it, as he said. And, you know, I was looking at Jon Bon Jovi back when he was a rock star, and I said, okay, all right, he had some stuff going on back then. This is when the women were jumping up on stage and he was kissing women in the mouth. You know, because look at how many, he had women throwing themselves at him. And that's exactly why I broke up with Lenny Kravitz, okay? I'm telling you, every time I looked at Lenny Kravitz, I'm like, he chopping down trees, he ain't got no shirt on, he on stage, his pants is coming unzipped. Like I said, Lenny Kravitz got a lot, and I'm a little needy, and I said, this is not gonna end well. And so I said, so let's end it while we on a good note, rather than me jumping up behind the bushes going, who that? Who you with? Every time you see Lenny Kravitz on stage, I'm one of the background singers going, I wish you would, I wish you would. So this is exactly when people, I have a lot of people who say, oh, I want you to meet somebody, and they want to introduce me. I got a friend, he plays for the NFL, Sherri, or he's a famous comedian, and they always want to introduce me, and I always go, nope, because it's so many opportunities to cheat, as opposed to, like, if I get married to a plumber, I think the odds go down. I'm not saying a plumber cheat. Are there any? Nope.
Oh. You got him riled up, Sherri. You got him riled up.
Everybody says no. Because the first thing when you say plumber, he'd be fixing pipes. So I think everybody says no with a plumber. Or is anybody like a plumber or a dentist or something like, because you figure those kind of jobs, the ratio goes down. I mean, like, I'm gonna stick with the plumber. I'm gonna call him Hank the plumber. So, like, how many houses does he deal with that have women in them? Okay, that's a little bit of a ratio. Then you might see the women at your kid's school. That's another little bit of a ratio. Then if you go to church, you see some women. That's another ratio. But you got somebody like a Jon Bon Jovi and a Lenny Kravitz and these big athletes and these big comics. They got women waiting right outside the venue. They got women standing in the front row pulling out their shirts. They got all of those women. They got women waiting outside the hotel. They got women waiting inside the bar. They got women, if you know, they see hundreds of thousands of women, you know, per day, per month, when they go across the country, outside of the states. If they walk into their hotel room, there's a woman that had broke in their room and sitting there butt naked on the bed. Okay, Hank the plumber is not gonna walk in his house and see a woman that ain't his wife sitting butt naked on the bed. So the ratio of women coming at these people are greater than the ratio of women coming at Hank or Chester, the dentist. So as the wife, you know, and you are married to Jon Bon Jovi. You married to one of these big, you know, and you're at home with your kids, and you're doing all of the after-school activities and the play dates. You trying to keep the house together. So when he comes home, you're not impressed by all of that. They get it from all of the women. And then, you know, you looking at him like, you know what? Put the guitar down and take out the garbage. That's what a wife is doing.